Hey, this is PappaRock from the Fog Clan, Federation of Gamers. You can reach us at www.thefogclan.org. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for the new clan members coming in to play War Thunder with us, as well as Company of Heroes. But I wanted to share with everybody my experiences with this game, starting off the mistakes I've made, and what I think would help you enhance your game experience by setting up your controls and everything ahead of time. So once you've made yourself an account and downloaded the game and started it, you're going to log in and come to this screen right here. Now, currently I have been playing for over a month, so I have plenty of planes to choose from, but the new player will be starting off as a zero level pilot, indicated with my mouse up here where it says my name, PappaRock. You'll see that I'm a level 12 pilot. If you click on here, it'll bring up your profile page. Now, I'm a level 12 pilot, but I carry a separate rank in each of the different countries. For instance, for American, I am a level 8. For Germany, I am a level 5. Russia, I'm a level 7. Britain, a level 6. Japanese, a level 4. Now, you just play through each of the different factions, whether in arcade battle or historical battle, and you gain experience and you're able to buy and purchase more planes. So let's start off with basics of the controls. So if you go up to menu up here and click on controls, you're going to come up with the control panel here, and it does have a setup wizard. So you have a choice between mouse aim, simplified controls, realistic controls, and full aircraft controls. So let's read what each one of those is. If you look down below, it tells you this mode allows you to control the aircraft using only the mouse. The aircraft will head in the direction of the crossbar. The virtual instructor can help you control the aircraft, recommended for beginners. This mode does not support joysticks. So if you choose this mode, what I highly recommend is you go through the control setup wizard here. This allows you to select which control type you're going to do, and to assign different and various keys to do the functions that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and choose it, and we're going to go through this. It asks you, do you want to use the default aiming settings? That's up to you. I'm going to choose no, because I'm not going to change up any of my settings really. Right here it's going to show you to do your pitch. Now you can assign a key for to pitch up or pitch down. That allows the plane to go up or down. If you decide not to do that and you just want to do it with the mouse, you can click the press escape key to keep the current assignment, or I can just click right here. Roll access. Now this is what I call my side-to-side keys. Setting up the roll will allow you to barrel roll your plane and allow you to make turns much sharper. So what I do is I usually assign the A and D keys to this. Yaw, that's up to you. This is if the plane is flying level, this is minor corrections in left and right movement. So while you're level, you won't be rolling, but you'll just slightly turn one way or the other. It's up to you whether or not you wish to assign controls for this. I myself don't do it because I'm currently playing in mouse mode, and when I do finally hook up my joystick, I'll have my own yaw access set up on that. Throttle control. I skipped this part because I wind up assigning throttle control to my mouse wheel. Machine guns. I usually use my left mouse button for machine guns. It's signified by LMB right here. Whenever you choose an assignment, say you want to go ahead and assign a key, just click on it and you saw it light up. Cannons, I've already got assigned to my right mouse button. Watch me click. See how it holds, and if you want to do a combination of keys, you can, like holding down the mouse button and choosing, say, another letter. The game is fully customizable. Just needed to change that. Going through, I am setting up my different keys for the different functions. Here, let me back up because I was going too fast. You will need a separate key for each of your different weapons. You have machine guns, cannons, bombs, and fire a rocket. Also, have a key set for toggling your gear, because if you're able to land in this game, you can repair your plane in game. Lock on target, that's self-explanatory. Whenever you see a bunch of planes in the sky, you can lock on one specific target and follow it around. Lock on next target, this is just cycling to the next nearest target. Lock on previous target, as the name implies, it will go back to your previous target. Tactical map, you will want to have this because that'll show you your positioning on the map, and some of these maps are kind of big. Statistics, that'll basically show you what your score is compared to everybody else in the game, how many deaths you've had compared to how many ground targets destroyed, or for that matter, planes you shot down. Standard chat is press the enter key, and you can type a message to the players in the game. I'll show you that when we play the game in a minute. Would you like to set up view controls? Yes. You want to have the cockpit view, the virtual cockpit, or third person. Most people choose third person, and you can cycle through these in the game. Your default view you can set, that way it'll always put your keys back to the your view back to the default view that you've chosen. And you can automatically center your view. I don't necessarily do this because or I do, because when you have a mouse look, I'll show you the control for that in just a second. Basically what you'll do is, as you're flying, you'll hold down a key while you look around with your mouse. Like I said, this is a toggle view. This will toggle you through your third-person view, cockpit view, virtual view, or bombardier view, or gunner view. Follow enemy camera. This is a good key to have. The enemy that you are currently locked on, if they get past you, you can hold down the space key, and your camera will pan to them so you can see what they're up to. Here you say select an action to assign to the mouse wheel. Well, this is up to you. You can select the zoom access. I wouldn't do that myself. I go ahead and select throttle access. Mouse look activation. Okay, this is where you set your key to mouse look. Whenever you hold the key down and you swing the mouse around, you'll be able to look around without the plane deviating from its course. Pay no attention to the key assignments that I am assigning. They may look kind of foreign to you, but this is just the way I got my mouse and keypad set up. Control setup complete. Alright, now once you get through with the control wizard, you can come back to this main bind menu here and go down and make sure that there's nothing else that you want that wasn't included in the wizard that you want to set the keys to. One of them is flaps. You want to have a key set to flaps so you can toggle between your landing flaps, your raised flaps, and your combat flaps. Air brake. This is only on a certain planes, usually dive bombers, but you want to go ahead and set a key for this because it extends a brake for a bigger flap brake for the plane as it's descending to slow up the movement. Zoom camera, you're going to want this assigned because whenever you're behind an enemy, you want to be able to zoom in on them a little bit. Follow enemy camera, I've already explained that. Hold down the space key. Follow camera bomb torpedo. That is a very cool bind to have. I highly recommend it for anybody who's going to be flying bombers or torpedo planes. Once you've let the bomb go or the torpedo, you can hold that key down and the camera will follow it to its target. Toggle view we've already done. External view, that's all that you can set different keys for each of the different views. It's up to you. I just use the toggle view, that way I can cycle through them at my leisure. Mouse look activation here. That is already assigned for myself. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for the delete key for anybody else. It just depends on where you want to have your hands on the keyboard. A lot of these are pretty much self-explanatory. I wouldn't even bother with the head movement if you're going to be doing the setting up the mouse look activation. Here's your miscellaneous keys. You might want to go ahead and set the make sure the tactical map and statistics is set here, and you want to set this leave aircraft. because if you're playing that happens to lose a wing and it's going down, if you hold the J down, uh, that's what my current assignment is. If you hold the key down, it will you will jump from the plane and parachute if you're sufficiently high enough from the ground. Screenshot keys. Here's all radio message keys. These are ones I don't even worry about right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK here. And I've got this message that comes up. Okay, I've already set my mouse for the throttle up and down. So I can just go ahead and ignore this and continue anyway. Don't let these kind of messages alarm you. You won't really know until you're in the game, and you'll fine tune it to your liking, I'm sure. Alright, game options. You can go to game options here. It shows auto login, default view, guns targeting distance. The standard for arcade is 500 meters, or it'll be 0.5 kilometers as it's shown in the game. You can change your speed to miles per hour or kilometers per hour. You can also change your measurement of your altitude from meters to feet, or your unit of measurement for distance for kilometers. I try to stick with kilometers because most people in game are probably using kilometers at this point. Now, up here at the top, you've got your different game modes that you can go in to make custom battles. I would highly recommend the newbies go ahead and go through the tutorials. You'll get experience points, and you'll get money to spend on planes, as I'll explain next. And you have the missions against the different battles that they have on your computer. You can fly them alone. Go through the different menus. Right here you have your friends menu. This will open up your chat box. Now if you got friends that are on the game, for instance, if you want to search for me, all you have to do is type in my name, PappaRock. Click on search and see it finds me. If you right click on the person's name, you can look at their gamer card, or if they're not your friend, you can add them to your friends list or invite them to your squad. If you go through each of these different lists, you'll see you got a blacklist. This is people you block. Obviously, I tend to forgive and forget, so I don't block anybody. Right here we have friends that I have fought together. You see currently 2 of them are online. The rest of them are offline. If you click on friends list, it'll show those same 2. If I wanted to invite these guys to a squad, I would right click on their name, invite to squad. And it looks like Sanchez may or may not join my squad depending on if he's in the game. But while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and show you the chat box up here. These are your different icons that you can select for your different functions. Like right here will show your event log. Right here will show your current profile with your current levels and whatever all your achievements and stuff. Here shows your silver lions. There's 2 types of money in this game: silver lions and gold eagles. The gold eagles are your primary is your gold. You don't want to spend that unless you absolutely want to. The silver lions is what you'll be using to not only purchase your planes but upgrade your planes and to make repairs and such as you go along. Right now I am under a normal account. I am not under a premium account. So over here in shop, if you want to, you can go to your gold eagles here. It'll bring up currency distribution if you want to buy more gold eagles for purchasing in the game. I'm not sure what most people are doing. I myself am not paying for any of this right now because this is a free game. Eventually what I'll do is I'll wind up getting the Pacific campaign. You get all these gifts here. It's only $20, and this game is, even though it's in its beta stages, is very much worth it. Pretty soon you're going to have this same functionality with an army that's going to allow you to choose from tanks and ground vehicles, and then you got your fleet that you'll be able to choose different types of ships, battleships and stuff to control in the game. You have to keep in mind that this is a game where it's MMO. Everybody you're playing against online is real people. You're not playing against bots unless you set up a custom game to do so. So let's go ahead and go to the research button. You can close these up. It will not log you out or anything. For instance, you're going to start off with, if you're looking at American, you'll see down here that you'll have a level 0 American, and then it'll probably be level 0 for all your other factions as well. But you'll start off with planes that are in reserve. These are free planes that you're able to get to fly around and start gaining experience. If you click on these planes, you have little tabs that form right above them. You can go to the hangar, which I'll explain in just a second. That's where you can customize your plane and do a paint job. You can do a test flight. You can check out the weapons. If you click on here, you're able to go through your different weapons for each plane and upgrade them as you see fit. If I decide I want to go to the hangar and check this plane out, it'll open up right here. I can choose to take a test flight, look at its weapons, look at its information, or paint it. Down here in the lower left hand corner, you got a little paintbrush. If you decide you want to paint a plane to your liking, it's going to allow you to have decals on it. Now, the way a lot of people are painting their planes now, and it works pretty well, you are allowed with the regular account 2 decal slots. If you get the premium account, you're allowed to have 4 different decals. But people have found new and imaginative ways of using these decals. So, for instance, if you click on decal slots, you can go through the different types of emblems and decals and inscriptions and stuff, and have these written on your plane as you like. If you look in the lower left hand corner, you will see keys that are commands for you to place the decals and to size them. Like, for instance, I want to place this decal here, but I think I want it bigger. See how you can blow that up? And if you hold down the Alt key while you're scrolling your mouse wheel, you can rotate it as well. Now you want to pay attention, and you want to get it two-sided, because what that'll do is write this same paint on both the upper, on top side and underside. Or you can flip your words backwards if you want. Up to you. Work it out however you see fit. What some people are doing, let me show you, is they will go to a specific color that they like. Say, for instance, well, no, I'm not going to do that one. Let's see. Common marks. Common marks you can get like the spade here. And see how you can place it anywhere on the wing. And you can blow it up to your liking, rotate it to your liking. What I like to do is I go ahead and I make it two-sided, and then I blow it up, and I can rotate it and try to color the plane a certain color. Now, it's kind of picky, all right. You have to play with it a little bit. If you decide you want to color just the wings and the underside, you can lay the layer over this way and manipulate it the way you like. Or you can color the body of the plane right here and hold it over that and kind of manipulate it the way you want. If you do this with a double decal, sometimes it'll make a truly dark plane. And just experiment with it and you'll see what I mean. Actually, I have a plane that I need to paint, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you real quick. Let's go back to the menu here where it shows you your different factions. If you cycle through the different countries, you'll have planes that you can buy from each country. Go to the Germans, you'll have biplanes that you'll be able to start off with. Anything that says reserve on it, if you click on this, I have all these different planes that I started off with when I first played the game. Since I've gained experience and money, I've been able to buy other planes. As you're able to buy other planes or fly other planes, they will light up, they will unread, I'll say, and that way you can purchase them, or you can test fly them if you like. Each plane is going to have its different tabs that pop up if you click on them. It'll ask you if you want to buy the plane. Are you sure you want to buy this plane? So you don't have to worry about accidentally doing something. If you're able to fly the plane based on the rank of the Air Force, and that's what as you gain experience, you start off with 0 level pilot, 0 level say in Germany. In which case all you can fly are these reserve planes. Well, as you gain your first level in German planes, you'll be able to get this next Falco. Once you get level 2, you can get this G50 right here, or you can get these HE-112s. These are some good planes. Look at the descriptions of the planes. You have the experience bar right there. You have rank. That's a rank 4 plane, so which means I have to be level 4 to fly that plane. Clicking on here, you'll see the different ones. I had to be a level 2 to fly this 112, level 3 to purchase and fly this HE-112A0, and 4th level to fly this HE-112B0. But going back to it, highlight the plane, and then you'll see this box come up, and it'll let you know what your reward is. If you fly this plane in battle, you'll get 50% reward on the silver lions that you earn. It's currently in 100% condition because I have it fully repaired right now. The crew train cost. Whenever you purchase a plane, you're not just purchasing the plane. You have to purchase the training for the crew. So, say for instance, let me click off of here. The BF-109. I cannot fly it yet because I am only a level 5 in Germany. But once I turn level 6, I'll be able to fly that plane. I'll test fly it and possibly buy it for 100,000 lions. But I need 20,000 more lines, as indicated by the crew train cost, to go ahead and have the crew train for it. Now, what I mean by crew is each one of these slots down here that I'm pointing to that has my plane in it is a crew. You can recruit a crew. Currently, I have purchased all of my slots with silver lions. Every person that starts the game off will start off with 3 slots. 1, 2, 3 right here. Your 4th slot will be 10,000 lions. Your 5th slot will be 50,000 lions. And then your 6th slot will be 200 gold eagles. And then your 7th slot right here will be 500 gold eagles. Let me show you on another faction. See, currently I made the mistake and just not even thinking when I first started the game, and I clicked on the recruit for this other slot here. I selected the crew and paid the 200 gold eagles to purchase it, and kind of kicked myself in the ass for doing that, but now I'm kind of glad I did because I love flying the American planes. Now, what these slots do is each one of these slots is accessible in an arcade battle. So if you say I use my F6, F3 as my first plane, once I'm shot down, I can respawn choosing any one of these other planes. Going back to the Germans, the BF-109 right here. This is a fantastic plane. Now I wanted to go through and show you what some of this is. The crew train cost is $20,000. Currently I have, because I purchased it, I'll have 10 free repairs. What that means is if I get shot down, the next game I can use it without having to pay money to repair it first. The max repair cost for that plane, since it's a lower level, is 760 silver lions. So even if I crash it and it's totally obliterated, it only cost me 760 lions to have it ready to fly for the next arcade battle. Time to repair for free, crew included. This is very important. If you decide you don't want to automatically repair your planes and have the money subtracted from your account, this is not real money. This is your silver lines. Excuse me. What you want to do is you want to go down here in the lower left hand corner where this wrench and these bullets are, and uncheck this check mark right here that says automatic repair for all planes after battle. What that means is once you come out of battle, the arcade battle is over, all your planes that are damaged, it's going to automatically deduct the cost of repairs from the silver lions that you earned. So you want to earn as much silver lions as you can so you can purchase more and more planes. It's best, in my opinion, to go ahead and let this time to repair for free 2 hours and 46 minutes. Now, some people like say, oh, that's too long. Well, I disagree if you follow a system. And this is a system I'm going to give credit to Drewski from the Fog Clan. He mentioned this to me, and it was a damn good idea. Start off with Americans, for instance, okay? When you're first flying first level planes, these reserve planes are going to max repair cost you're going to see is free. So you'll be able to use them as often as you want. But as you gain in level and go to these others, the time is going to be longer. You're going to have a max repair cost, and you're going to have a time to repair. So in this case, for this P40 Kitty Hawk, it'll take 41 minutes for you to repair it. Well, if you want to play and you want to fly while it's repairing, well, you can easily do that. You just change factions. Go to your next faction. What I do is I start off playing with American, and as my planes get damaged, rather than spend the money to repair them, I will go ahead and go to the next faction and start building that one up. And once I've damaged my planes for that one, I'll go to the next faction and start building these planes up. There's a lot of planes to choose from, and you want to try to fly them all because you want to see what ones you like the best. I myself like some of these Russian planes the best. This IL-2 is a fantastic plane. You got your British planes here. You'll start off with biplanes, of course. The Americans are the only ones that have monoplanes, these light fighter pea shooters, but in my opinion, these biplanes here are much better. But as you gain levels, you'll be able to purchase more planes and fly different planes. These planes on the right, you'll have light bombers that you'll be able to drop bombs on targets, or torpedoes for that matter. Some of these are torpedo planes. Once you're done with the Russian planes, cycle on to the British planes, and then once you're done with the British planes, cycle on to the Japanese planes. Some people stick to one faction or another for the initial start of the game. That's fine. It's to each their own. They're going to play it the way they want. I found this to be the most efficient way to play the game in terms of gaining more money and gaining more planes and more experience. I've been playing for only a month now, but this game is fantastic. I think this is going to be the future of World War II genre gaming. Check out some of my paint jobs I did for some of my planes, and that's using decals. Let me show you one of them, how dark it got. And that's using the that's using that spade and blowing it up, and using another. Oh no, actually that's the 8-ball emblem. I think this is going to be the one with the. Yeah, this is the one where I used the spade or a club and just blew it up to paint the wings, and then put me another decal on the side of the plane, and it gave it a really nice look. And I've done this with the majority of my planes. The game allows you to customize your pilots and crews. If you click on a plane, and you'll see these different tabs pop up: hangar, test flight, change aircraft. If you click change aircraft, you can go and choose any of the aircraft that you currently have purchased to fly with that crew. Now, some aircraft, if the crew hasn't been trained for it, it's going to ask you, if you click on them, to operate this, to be able to operate this aircraft, your crew must pass the conversion training. The training for this type of aircraft cost is $4,000, 4,000 silver lines. Are you sure? It's always going to ask you if you're sure. Once you do that, that plane will take that slot right there, and your Corsair like the Corsair or the plane that you have here is going to go back into your hangar. You don't lose if you crash your plane. You don't lose it forever. You don't have to worry about that. It'll repair itself so you can play it again after time. This other tab here is view your crew. So this will allow you to go through tabs and upgrade your crew as you get more experience with each of your. Let me show you this. As you gain enough experience to. Unclean Sanchez is here. Okay, let me go ahead and send him a message and. Okay, we'll start that in just a second. I'm going to show you. If you remember right, I showed you how to invite somebody to your squad, and I invited Terry to my squad earlier. We'll go ahead and invite Just Lucky too. just to see if he joins. But while we're waiting on that, I'll go ahead and finish what I was saying. You'll notice after you fly your planes, some of your planes are going to have this little emblem on them right here. It looks like a little man. What you want to do is click on that little man here, because that tells you you have crew experience points to upgrade. You can upgrade your pilot, gunners, ground service, or save up for qualification. Right now I'm going to upgrade my reload speed, because this allows me to reload faster in game. Here I can choose my weapons. Alright, I can go ahead and upgrade my weapons. Right now these weapons on this plane are fully upgraded. I can also upgrade my to a new engine or get air resistance. You can do this with any of the planes. Let's go ahead and get started in the game. I'm going to show you what I talk about with some of this. Right now we're going to play, let's see, we're going into an arcade battle, so your squad members that you can have up to 4 members in your squad, can play whatever faction they want. And the average rank for that country that you're playing will determine your squad rank. So if I change to one of my lower squads, my lower ranked squads, it's going to change the squad rank here. That determines what level of the game you're going into. I'm going to go ahead and go into and play the Americans, and we'll get started here. You can choose arcade battles, historical battles, or full real battles. Historical battles, you get to choose one plane from all your crews, and if you run out of ammo, you have to return back to base to get reloaded. If you crash, that's it. That's the only plane you get for that game. But you do gain more experience and more lines for attempting to do that game. The full real battles, I'm not sure, I haven't tested it yet, whether or not you can do that in mouse mode. I do know that it requires you to have a flight stick, but I'm not sure if you can customize it. It's something that you might want to experiment with on your own. If you ever do get yourself a flight stick, I would set it up fully and try it out at your leisure and see if you can't make a go of it. Most people tend to play the arcade battles with the mouse aim and the flight instructor to help compensate for your flying. Makes the game more fun. But for some of you that really wants to do realistic battles, they have players like that that will allow only joystick controlled game settings into the game. So here we are. We're going to be joining a game here. This particular map is going to be Domination Pelilu. I could never pronounce that correctly. So you get to this screen, you can go to spectator mode and look around if you want, or you can choose your statistics to see who all's playing, or you could choose an aircraft and start the game. I'm going to choose my P-39N right here. Select. Alright, you're going to see here, as you're flying, you're going to see people in green, people in blue. The people in blue are on your team. The person in green is on my team, but he is also my squad member, if you remember. The enemy is going to be in red. Always. So if you want to zoom in on these and see you got destroyers, you got battleships and all that. That's not the planes yet, but we do have our first encounter here. Now the reason I said to set up your custom keys is so you can go ahead and roll at your leisure rather than wait for the mouse to do it for you. See how if you just turn with the mouse it turns you slightly? If you roll, it'll turn you even sharper, even more sharply. We're going to go in, and this is I'm going to toggle my view so you can see what it looks like from the cockpit view, virtual mode, or third person. Right now I don't have a gunner on this plane, so I can't cycle to the gunner. I have my toggle flaps key here, and as you see in the lower left hand corner it shows you flaps, combat flaps. That'll slow you down and keep you from stalling out if you want to do sharp turns by increasing or decreasing your throttle. You'll learn as you go along. I would highly recommend going through those tutorials so you can get a little practice before you come in. Now, currently, you see that I got these 3 enemies in my vicinity, and they're 1.1 kilometers away or whatever. As they get closer and they light up, I can start shooting at them. And I was shooting my machine guns and my cannon on this plane. This is an Air Cobra, so it's a fantastic plane. And BF-109s are usually some of the hardest planes to shoot down. Don't be discouraged, though. Oh! I hit the white cable on there, and you see the mistake that I made. Can I recover? Can I recover? No, I cannot. And I crashed. This is what happens whenever you go ahead and crash. You can choose one of your other planes in arcade mode. Let's choose the... let's go ahead and choose the Avenger here. See how I'm going to select it, and you can go through and I can choose whether or not I want to use my bombs or my torpedo here. Then I can choose what gun belt I want to use, depending on the situation. I'm going to use my stealth belt. I don't want people seeing tracers coming from me. So I'll go ahead and choose that plane. And usually with bombers or torpedo planes, you start off much higher and further back than the fighters. But, oh, here's my mouse look key. See, if I hold down my mouse look key, I can swing around and look. If you're in cockpit view, I can look around, look up and down, and my plane maintains its course. Virtual view again. And here's the gunner view. I'm going to change to my gunner view. This is your gunner on the back of the plane. Now, another reason to have pitch and roll assigned is because while you got that gunner on the back of the plane and you're shooting at an enemy behind you, you can roll that plane or you can turn it. And because I'm not paying attention, I got myself killed. Alright, let's try again. We're going to go ahead and fly with some rockets here. Some planes you can outfit with rockets. On the Americans, you'll have to wait till you're like 6th level so you can get the plane that does it. If you play the Russian faction much, you'll be able to do it by 2nd level. So I would highly recommend trying the Russian faction out. Try all the factions out. You'll find what you like and don't like. But don't get frustrated with the 1st level planes because that's just a part of the game. You need to build up your experience and your time playing the game and your money so you can purchase the other planes. Now let's see if me and Sanchez here can get this guy. I'm going to fire a rocket at him as soon as I think he's in range. And that rocket was beautiful. See if I can do it again. I got 1 rocket left here and 2,000-pound bombs, so let's see what I can do here. Try to help out my fellow man. You want to be careful what you do down low. Zoom in, and you just want to tap the machine gun key. You don't want to open up on them because you'll just waste a lot of money. Waste a lot of ammunition, I mean. You do just as much damage tapping it as you do holding it down. Hold it down when you're right directly behind them. You get enemy kill assist, ground targets you can take out. Let's go take out some ships over here. I think I'm gonna take out a battleship. If you hit the enter key, You can type a message to your team, or you can tap the tab key, go to your squad, or type for all. Okay, now I've got to go ahead and bail. So I'm holding down my J key, and this is where I'll jump from the plane. I don't see a chute, so I don't think my pilot made it. Alright, we're going to need some big firepower. So I'll need cannons here. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm going to go down here and assist my squad member. If you look in the top right hand corner, you're going to see your radar. If you hold down, you can see how it changes your view on the radar. But right now I'm focusing on this A-20 airplane that one of my teammates is going after. One of the things you want to learn about these maps is some of the maps are air domination, but it's a matter of capturing and holding airfields. Currently, right now, our airfield here has been captured by the enemy, and if you look at the top of the screen, you're going to see that there is a countdown ticker for the amount of time that we don't hold our own airfield or the other airfield. If each team holds their own airfield, the countdown will not occur, and you'll basically be just dogfighting. The ships in this map are meant to help defend the airfield. So by taking them out, you make the airfield vulnerable to easy landings and capture. And now I got somebody behind me. Taken out by a Wildcat. Isn't it nice having 6 planes for one game? This Corsair, this is a wonderful plane to fly. It does great barrel rolls. Doesn't turn as sharp as some of the planes, but it does have the speed to catch up with them. Maybe not the BF-109s, but I still haven't flown the BF-109s yet, so I can't make a determination on those. Most people that have flown them have loved them. And a lot of people that have flown against them think that they're flawed somehow and overpowered. Who cares? Just have fun. That blackness that you saw, that was me, my pilot blacking out from the G's I pulled. You'll see overload G's pops up, and that's for turning too sharply. And right now, our team lost. We didn't hold the either one of the airfields long enough. So the countdown went down in favor of the enemy. Here on the statistics screen, you're going to see number of deaths you had, number of ground targets killed, number of air targets killed. I only had 1. If you click next here, it'll break down all your experience and money you earn. Being as I don't have a premium account, I only earned 2,880 silver lions and 2,957 XP. Had I had a premium account, I would have earned this amount. Now, this is where you'll see all your planes are damaged. That is because I did not have the automatic repair of all my planes after battle selected. This did not charge me any of my silver lions. Well, if I want to use one of these planes and go back into battle, if you highlight the plane, you're going to see one extra tab here, repair. And it shows you the amount of lions it's going to cost you to repair that plane. That plane is ready to be flown again. So, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing from this. And it looks like Sanchez wants to fly again, so let me go ahead and fly with him again and try to explain some more things to y'all. Besides, I got Glenn Miller playing, and it just sounds so good playing this game. Currently, right now, while we're waiting I'll show you. Whenever you start the game, go to battle. You're waiting for a number 30, at least 30 players to join the server to have 15 on each team. Yeah, we're going to load up here and see what happens with this game. This map is Stalingrad Domination Map, wintertime. I'm going to select one of my planes. This little I-16 Type 18, a level 2 plane, I highly recommend. You can outfit it with rockets right away. Let me show you how it flies. It's a beautiful little plane. Acts just like a biplane, but it's not. Now, usually they're green. I painted mine. That's a pretty cool paint job, if I do say so myself. And that's using just 2 icons. That plane's small enough to blow them up to allow me to paint the plane. Look at this rotation on this. Plus, I got 6 rockets. Let's see. I'm looking around to see where my squad member is. And there he is up there, and I'm going to go and join him. You got to be careful not to run into your own teammates, though. Watch your radar, watch around. If you, right now what I'm doing is, if you see my throttle is at 109%, I'm pushing my mouse wheel forward to increase my speed. But you don't want to do that for too long, especially in a historical battle, because you'll overheat the engine. I'm going to zoom in on this guy, and as long as he's within at least 0.56 kilometers, I can shoot him. He's going for ground targets there. That's an SBD-3. That's that seaplane that has the torpedo option. It's a Dauntless. That's a fantastic plane. But if I don't get him soon, his guys will take out not only more ground targets, but myself as well, because it has a rear gunner. 2 rear gunners, actually. And then I got this Beaufort here. Got him. Still got 2 rockets left. But I've got damage to my plane, as you can see, and it's getting hard to control. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take out some of these planes here. I'm just trying to shoot anything I can before I land. Now, if I hold my key down, my J key down, and eject, it'll go ahead and take me out of there a lot faster, and it won't kill my pilot. Let's go ahead and choose this IL-2. This is a fantastic plane, probably one of my favorites in the game. Not only does it hold bombs, it holds rockets. And it flies like a medium fighter. Fantastic piece of work here. Let's see what I can get done. Looks like Sanchez is heading back to base, but he might be damaged. I need to go take out some of these ground targets. If you see the counter down in the lower left-hand corner, they have 16 or 15 of their ground targets left, and we have 14. Those ground targets aren't essential to win the game, but they help. The main way to win this game is to capture the airfield, their airfield, and have both airfields in our possession for a certain amount of time. This plane's cool because it has cannons and rockets and machine guns. It has every weapon almost. Oh, it does have every weapon, yep. As from the tracer fire, I got people behind me trying to kill me. So what I need to do is Try to get out of the way here. Oh, I'm gonna go down. I couldn't turn one way or rotate one way or the other. Let's choose another plane and get back into the battle. Sanchez is too far away to help, but it looks like he's capturing the airport A. We hold B, so it'll count down the ticker in the top. You'll see the red starting to blink and count down while we hold both of those airfields. If we hold them sufficiently long enough, then we can win this game. I wasted 6 rockets to get one plane. That was terrible. Sometimes I get overeager. You want to get right on their tail and try to take out as much of their rear end as you can. And I was using a combination machine gun and cannon that comes with this plane. This is a Lag 3. It's a fantastic plane. There's a little biplane. Let's see if I can take him down with just that. Yep, there he goes. Oh, there's the Buffalo. I missed him. Right now we currently still hold both airports, and we'll continue to do so. Let's see if I can run distraction and help Sanchez out over here. I got my cannons reloaded and my machine gun reloaded, so let's go in for the kill here. It's going too fast, so I'm going to have to circle back around, decrease my throttle, and take out these planes here before they capture. Oh, man! That was terrible. Let's fly this Yak. Everybody loves the Yak, but I tend to like the Lag and the IL-1 better.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
See, the Yak doesn't roll fast enough for me, and it's hard to pull it up out of a dive most times. I hate to fly it in a historical or real battle. If you notice up in the top left-hand corner, you got your throttle, which mine's at 100% speed and altitude, and then right below it you see instructor. The instructor is the compensator, because you're flying with just the mouse control and keyboard controls. If you were flying with a flight stick under realistic controls or the other flight controls without using the mouse, the instructor wouldn't be there for you. And this BB-1's starting to cause havoc here, so I'm going to dive down on him and try to take him out before he captures our airfield. Combat flaps engaged. Firing. And you want to watch that you don't some people don't pay attention to their flying, and you saw that. We almost had a collision. But fly defensively for everybody's sake. worst thing you can do is take out one of your teammates, or have one of your teammates take you out while you're trying to take somebody out, and then firing over somebody's head. He don't know what I'm going to do. I could have gone up and gotten damage from that. You can do friendly fire is on engaged on this server, or on all the servers, as far as I know. And it really doesn't take much to take out somebody from behind if you hit them just right. Let's see. Looks like Sanchez is tearing it up over there. That's what you call a rammer. You know, it's partially my fault, partially his fault. He flew up right at me and I didn't get out of the way. Or at least I didn't get out of the way fast enough. But I let a pea shooter take out a yak. Now this is classified as a light bomber, so it started up higher in higher altitudes. So the reason you see all the clouds is I'm flying in the clouds. Bow fighters, those are a pain in the ass to deal with. Let's see what we can do to win this game. Still got 2 ground targets down there. And I'm going to bomb their base just as they're capturing it, if I can catch them. If you see a little crosshair down on the ground, that's showing where my bomb will hit at that point. I can slow up if I want by back throttling, engaging my combat flaps. And you'll see my airspeed decreasing. You can also decrease your airspeed by rolling, turning. What we want to do now is not allow them to capture that airfield so we can win the game. Alright, we won. Good game. Well, I hope this tutorial has helped you to understand and maybe get more interested in the game, and I hope to see you come check us out at www.thefogclan.org, or check out this video and other videos and shoutcasts on our Fog Clan Media, which is our YouTube channel. And this is PappaRock signing off. Talk to you again.